Good evening, everyone. What's up? It is satisfying meal and topped it off the meaty dessert. This is Mr. Hata speaking. Previously, there was a snack video with two special Skype guests. Today is a special channel review on Mermaidseira6. This channel was on hiatus for a month, but yesterday he came out with a new video, a new live stream. He is at 165 subscribers and 31,576 views. He joined May 21st, 2008. So, let's see. He has two channels. He has the Red Reduction Division and a Sarah Gaming channel. He has three channels. And he has a total of 500 some videos, which he has a variety of videos on his channel. He's got his Speaks videos, which are reviews or videos explaining whatever needs to be explained, like what's the world coming to. So they're called Mermaidseira Speaks videos. He has his own rants, which these rants are actual rants, not reviews or rambles. He's actually doing a rant, and his rants are usually over 10 minutes long. Some of them are as long as 20 minutes. Now that's an appropriate length for a rant, so his rants are actually real rants. And he actually has a lot of interesting stories to tell people in his rants, which make his rants even better. Like, he'll tell real life stories about his past, incorporate it into the rant, and it makes the rant pretty funny. He has some very funny stories to tell us, and his rants are pretty entertaining. And he actually rants on topics that not everybody rants on. Ooh. Oh, not only does he do rants and speaks videos, he also has done guitar covers. Oh, he's done like guitar covers were some of his first videos he did. And he does a good job with guitars. He also did bass covers. Oh, wow. He's also done some live streams also, which is pretty cool because at least he's talking about interesting topics on live stream and just not rambling the whole time. And not only does he do all those, music and rants and speaks and live stream videos, he also does mini gaming videos. He actually plays the most underappreciated games of this era. He plays Legends of Zelda, Majora's Mask. He plays Super Mario Galaxy, Super Mario Galaxy 2. He's also played Zelda Ocarina of Time, Super Mario 3D World. He's even played DS games before, Mario and Luigi, Super Mario 3D World. He also has even Twitch live streams, which are pretty cool. Now, this channel has a lot to offer, just like Tower TriStar 2 is back, and Zach Kotalik or Zach Attack 1001. He has a variety on his channel. So let's sum this up. He has Twitch live streams, gaming, rants, speaks videos, and even music covers. So he has 5 topics into one channel. Wow. And additionally, he has 2 other channels, one for gaming and the other one just for some music. Now that's interesting, because not only does he have one topic to offer, he has 5 topics to offer. So one cannot just put him in one subject of videos. He's got 5 subjects, so it's impossible to know where to place him. This is one of the most underappreciated YouTube channels on YouTube. He is one of the most underappreciated rant channels, one of the most underappreciated gaming channels, and one of the most underappreciated music channels. He is among the most underappreciated rant and gaming and speaks channels there is. Some of his rants only had 2 views during 2012, yet he actually put time and effort and a lot of cool brand new ideas into his videos. Unlike most people, his rants actually prove a point, and they have an introduction, a couple body paragraphs, and a conclusion. It may not seem like it at first sight, but if one listens carefully, he actually has incorporated all those into his rant, 10 or 20, 15-minute rants. So his rants actually are at an appropriate level. They're at least at the middle school level rants should be at. And also, he's very easy to contact. Just go on his Facebook, go to his fan page, Mermaidseira6, and then one will find his fan page. We'll find his fan page to send him a message, and he'll reply right back to you within a day. That is the best way to contact him, is by that. Or Sarah Does Gaming, but the best way is Mermaidseira6. So he's been on YouTube for over 6.5 years. Wow. Now that's a lot to offer. And he's also on Skype too. He will be a Skype guest in some videos. He was on hiatus recently because of his computer having problems. And he was also on hiatus back in 2012 for almost a year because he was very busy with school stuff. But now he's back to YouTube. And he actually apologizes, and he actually does updates whenever possible. Like whenever he's been on hiatus, he actually apologizes and really means it. And actually cares enough that he'll actually explain why he was on hiatus. And he doesn't do it in a rude manner at all. He actually does it in a very polite manner. Let's see. Yeah. Like right when he was on hiatus for a year, back on February 3rd, 2013, he started going right back into making videos. And that's when he started doing a bunch of gaming videos, was right after that. He did a whole series of gaming videos and live stream Twitches, which is actually very cool. He does videos whenever possible. His rants are not only factual, they're also entertaining, funny, and actually have a point to them. This guy has good enough soul, has developed his social skills well enough. He can actually hold conversations for hours with people at a time. Now that's someone that one would want to talk to, because he actually could tell stories and like agree with people for like hours. Literally, he could probably do it for 8 hours if he could. Now that's a long time. He's like Tyler TriStar 2's back, Duncan Burden VCCP, Zach Attack 1001, and all those other YouTube channels that can actually hold conversations for a really long time. Like when we were chatting, we had a conversation for hours. And we didn't run out of stuff to say at all. We were just regenerating new ideas in our brains, and that's what helped us talk for a long time. Yeah, most of his videos are actually long videos. Most of them are like 15 minutes and more. Only some of his videos are under 10 minutes. But he actually is being efficient in his videos, and he's not wasting time like some people do. He has had short 1-minute videos, but he only did a few of them, so that's pretty cool. But most of his videos are pretty long, and he's also done videos for over an hour, which is really cool. Yeah, he's done gaming videos for over an hour. Now that's a lot to offer in one video. And he's actually putting effort into the game, and he's actually explaining the game. He actually has the skills in the video games too. He isn't just one of those COD players that has no skill at all. He actually has skill, and he actually appreciates what Nintendo was. He actually appreciates the video games from the early 2000s and 90s and 80s. He's one of the few people that one can talk to about Nintendo and such and such. And he can do rants for over an hour if he really wanted to. His rants could be as long as even 3 hours. We're going to be doing rants together pretty soon, and those are going to be epic. Wow, this user has to be one of the best YouTube users on YouTube. And his videos are well done. He's not screwing around at all in his videos. He's actually doing what he's supposed to. He's not just jiggling the camera all the time. And he actually is acting professional in his videos. Whoa. He will be actually doing rants, TV show rants pretty soon. He was a Skype guest in the school rant. If one would like to check it out, it's the school rant with Tyler Tristar 2's back in Mermaidseira6. He actually told some stories that will blow one's mind off. His real stories, were some of the craziest stories that he has ever told to an audience. And they were actually cool stories too. And his rants are actually on topics that need a rant, like welfare, for example, second chances, Valentine's Day, Father's Day, all those. And like opinions and like baby shows. His rants have a reason for a rant. He's just not just doing like a 1-minute rant. No, his rants are he's had rants almost 30 minutes long. Now that is a rant right there. And his music covers, he actually put in effort to his music covers. He had to constantly edit his music covers. He constantly had to play it like 10 times before it was ready to be uploaded to YouTube. And he actually appreciated, when he had 100 subscribers, he made a thank you video. Now he's very appreciative of people who just subscribe to him, unlike most people who just take everything for granted. He takes nothing for granted. In his rants, and he is one of the few people that has a brain the size of an elephant. His rants are topics that need a rant, yet there are very few top people that actually care to rant on them. All people do rants on now are Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, Disney, School, and SpongeBob. He goes deep into his rants. He goes deep into detail, and he doesn't seem to ever run out of ideas. That is why his rants do pretty well overall. He doesn't even need to script them. He's got enough on his mind. Now this is a rant channel that actually is full of ideas and never stops coming up with ideas. Learning doesn't stop applies to this user because he's never afraid to spill out his thoughts or regenerate new ideas. Now let's evaluate on him. Overall, ultimately, this user has a very interesting background. The goal of his channel is to show not only gaming, but to show discussions on important topics that need a discussion on. Music and interesting videos to entertain people when they need something to watch. And he also cares enough about people where he actually does certain videos for people so that they can actually connect with him easier. And his Facebook page, it has 8 likes. He actually updates his Facebook page constantly, and he's always available. When one just sends a message on his Facebook fan page, he replies back. And he'll be there to Skype once a week. This is a user that deserves over 1,000 subscribers. He is devoted to He is not only devoted to music and to discussion topics. He is devoted to gaming, live streams, and a few other videos. Overall grade 9 out of 10, so he gets an A-. Well done, Mermaidseira6. A-. Because his stories are interesting enough, or it's going to keep the person watching the video, and he's not just talking to an audience where it's going to make them fall asleep. He actually keeps the audience wide awake. And he doesn't bother people either. Like, he's one of the few channels that's not a hypocrite, unlike most people in this world are. And he knows what a hypocrite is. He doesn't just say something on YouTube and then when no one's looking, do something wrong. Like, if he respects an opinion, he respects an opinion. He's not one of those Go Anime users that just pretends to respect people's opinion just to look like a good user, because they're really not. This is an example of an actual good user. He respects people's opinions. He doesn't go off saying stupidity and making up bullcrap like some people like Lohanthony would. He isn't extremely self-centered like most rant channels are. He talks about himself some, but he doesn't do it too much. And he actually has a lot of stories to tell, which actually are suitable for rants. So, and Nintendo forever, bro. Nintendo forever. He has a very nice taste in video games. He appreciates Nintendo very much, the Wii very much. Oh yeah, he also plays all of Luigi's Mansion. So he is one of the few people one can talk to about Mario. Because if one goes to the school, there are not enough all people want to talk about literally are first-person shooter games and not Mario. But he's there always to talk about Mario, school, bad TV shows, etc. He'll literally talk about just any subject that one wants to bring up. He'll talk about. I mean, he's one of the most interesting people one will ever meet from YouTube. He is as interesting as Tower TriStar 2 is back and Zek Attack 1001. With that, that's all there's to say for this channel. Good job. Keep up the good work. Hopefully he'll have more rants coming out very soon. That's all there's to say for this review. See you on the next review. Good job, Kazuna. Good night.